Hey everyone, welcome back to My Apple Zone. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the iPhone 5 and talk about some of the new features the iPhone 5 will include. So let's get started. So real quickly, I just want to let everybody know that Verizon has sent out invitations to many of those in the media about a special press event that will take place this coming Tuesday, January the 11th. Verizon forgot to send me my invitation, so I won't be going. I'm just kidding. I don't think Verizon would invite me, but it sure would be nice. Several media sources have confirmed that this Verizon press event will be used to announce the Verizon iPhone. So all indications are looking like the Verizon iPhone will be announced this coming Tuesday, January 11th. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about that, only to say that I believe the Verizon iPhone will be a 4G/3G phone, and it's only obvious because of all the new announcements about all the 4G phones at CES. In fact, Verizon just announced the HTC Thunderbolt 4G phone with the Android operating system, and that'll be going on sale or available fairly soon. So I can't imagine that the Verizon iPhone would be just a 3G phone when it'll be competing with other 4G phones that Verizon has announced. So I don't want to talk too much about the Verizon iPhone. I will talk more about that when the announcement is made and do a complete video overview of the Verizon iPhone when that's announced. So let's get back to the iPhone 5. So I wanted to first start off and talk about the design of the iPhone 5. I think you're going to see the general design of the iPhone 5 remain consistent with the iPhone 4. However, there's a lot of speculation out there that the antenna design will change. There are some images out there of a new antenna design for the iPhone 5. Don't know if they're real or not, but apparently they've generated a lot of controversy and have prompted Apple to contact these websites and ask them to pull these images down. I'm not going to show those images because of that reason, but you can Google iPhone 5 and those images are still on the internet if you want to take a look at them. So I think you're going to see the antenna design change slightly. I think Apple will incorporate a carbon fiber back to replace the current glass back panel of the iPhone 4. I think you're going to see this for a couple reasons. One, just a nice design change, and two, to improve the strength and durability of the iPhone 5. Let's talk about the network. The iPhone 5 has got to be a 4G/3G phone for many reasons. I mean, Apple is going to be going up against a lot of competition. You have the Sprint HTC Evo 4G phone. Again, you'll have the Verizon Thunderbolt, and there is an AT&T HTC smartphone that's 4G that's going to be announced shortly as well. So I think Apple has to incorporate 4G/3G in the iPhone 5 if it's going to compete. I don't think you'll see anything less than a 4G/3G phone that will work on the LTE network of both Verizon and AT&T with speeds of 5 megabits or higher. What about performance? Well, you're going to see a speed bump processor for sure. I don't know if it's still going to be the A4 processor. The A4 processor that's in the current iPad is 1 gigahertz, but Apple hasn't posted the specs on the processor speed in the iPhone 4. But the iPhone 5 is going to have to compete with, again, phones like the HTC Thunderbolt, which use a dual core processor, a 1 gigahertz dual core processor, and there's other dual core processors on the market as well. So I think you're going to see at least a speed bump processor, possibly dual core. They may call it the A5 chip, don't know yet. 16, 32, and 64 gigabyte models for sure. Other improvements to the iPhone 5, you'll possibly see a 1080p HD camera to replace the current 720p camera in the iPhone 4, and you'll probably see an 8 megapixel still camera to compete with cameras like in the Droid X that are 8 megapixel. So definitely an improved camera, possibly improved HD video camera as well. Now the Android OS is really taking off, and Google has made some great improvements to the OS in the last couple of months. Apple will need to release an updated version of the iOS to keep competitive with the Android OS. So possibly iOS 5.0 will be included with the iPhone 5, but Apple's definitely going to have to make some improvements to the iOS to keep competitive with the Android operating system as well. So when is the iPhone 5 going to be announced or released? Well, Apple is currently competing with a slew of Android phones that have a slew of new features that really are putting the iPhone 4 in the back seat. So I predict that Apple's going to have to release the iPhone 5 sometime in the spring in order to be competitive and to compete with all the Android 4G phones that will be on the market by then. I don't think Apple's going to be able to wait until May or June to release the iPhone 5. I think you're probably going to see it in March or April, if not earlier. That's just my prediction. So that's my quick overview of the iPhone 5 and my predictions of some of the new features that you'll see in the iPhone 5. I want you guys to tell me what you think the iPhone 5 will look like and what type of features it will have. So leave a comment down below. Let me know if you think I'm way off base. Let me know again what you think about the iPhone 5. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. If you have any questions about this video or any questions about any of my videos, leave a comment down below. I really appreciate you guys stopping by and supporting the channel and watching my videos. And as always, thanks again, and I will talk to you later.